I'm waiting for Rob to stop bullshitting so we can start the episode.
All right, let's start the episode. Go ahead.
All right, dude.
First
Let's hear it, Rob. Let's hear what you have to fucking say, since you have so much to say.
All right. So what's the next topic?
Stop making a goddamn shake.
I did. You know what's actually funny about this? I remember Rob like flipped out at the idea that I would like make some food, like in the middle of a study session. Like freaked out.
But listen,
Freaked out, dude. Freaked out.
It's a casual podcast.
Freaked out.
It's to be like day in the life. Like we're just hanging out. It's just the boys.
Rob,
out,
listen,
talking up.
Rob. This is my passion project. I know this doesn't matter to you. I know this is all just shits and giggles, dude. All right, but this is my art. All right, this is my work. This is what I offer to the community. Okay.
So
how about you treat it with a little respect, buddy? How about that?
What do you want to be, Berkey? You want me to be like Landon Tice?
No,
Yeah,
dude, if anybody's Landon Tice, it's Connor.
No,
Well, then
I'm not.
And if anybody
is,
if anybody is Berkey, it's definitely me because I'm the only one who's cold calling 3 bets with King 9 suited.
no,
Actually, maybe Connor is Berkey.
No, who's
that makes
the
me
worst
no.
one
That
on
makes me
podcast?
that makes me Conrad.
Let's scrap like basically all this and pretend none of this happened. All right, Rob, since you actually play poker, compared to me and Connor, what kind of hands did you play this week?
Some hands of No Limit Texas Hold'em.
I heard you played some big ones, dude.
Uh,
From you told me you played some big ones.
Yeah, let's discuss your weekly hands.
I said I was playing with some big ones.
You were playing with some big ones.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Hold
All
on.
right.
Can you guys still see me? All right. Let's see here. Hands I played yesterday. I was battling some 2-5. I had 2 hands that I played. Only one was really interesting. It was 2-5-10. No, it was just 2-5, 2K effective. I opened low jack to 10, which really rubs some people the wrong way. And then the hijack 3 bets me. Are you getting this?
Wait, hold on. So it was 2-5-10, and then you open limped. Is that what you said?
No, no. It's 2-5, 2K effective. I min opened the low jack.
Okay. All right.
I min opened the low jack, the
low
hijack.
jack 10. And by the way, and
The
what you said? Everybody got upset because you min opened to the low jack.
Yeah, and the hijack raised me to 20.
How do you know they were upset? Did somebody say something to you?
Yes.
What'd they say?
They said I didn't like your sizing.
Oh,
Dude,
That's boring.
what happened, Connor? When I was playing at Twin River, I opened to 8 off of the $4 straddle, and somebody was like, "That's a raise." Anyways, all right. So
Yeah.
so all right. So you opened to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open to 10. The hijack 3 bets me to 20, which I'm like, what the
And
fuck?
this is the guy you said he didn't like your open size, right? That's
of course, yeah.
Yes.
no, it's not. Is it really?
It is. Yes, it is.
No, you're lying to me.
Why would I lie about it? I swear to God. So
This guy min clicks you to $20, and he told you he didn't like your open size.
After the hand, he was like, I didn't like your open size.
And you should have told him you told him to shut his pie hole, right?
I told him he was Latino, so I said some other things.
Dude, stop, dude. All right. All right. What happened here? All right. So he clicks you to 20. This is the
He
hijack.
clicks me to 20. Hold on. You need the hand that I have. I have king, queen offsuit. I have king of hearts, queen of clubs.
All
All right. The big blind cold calls this min 3 bet that this guy put out here. And then the big blind is like the biggest spot in the game. Like it's all a bunch of like shitty regs. And then the big blind is like the whale.
Okay.
So I decide to just peel here just because I don't really know what's going on. And also we're
Right.
very deep. So it's like some of these offsuit hands don't really play that well, super deep out of position. Like, yeah. So
Yeah. So you just call.
have less incentive to 4-bet. I'm getting a pretty good price to call, so I call. and the
No,
flop
I
is
would
king,
imagine
queen.
I would imagine four betting would be a little crazy.
I mean it does like I'm sure it's enticing versus like the only thing that makes it enticing is like how small the three bet is. But anyway, I continue with a call, and the flop is king queen 7, rainbow. Action checks through, and then the turn is the 4 of diamonds.
Does it bring in a flush draw?
Yeah, it brings it back to a flush draw. And it checks to me, and I bet 80. The reason being, like I would probably just want to play like some bigger bets here. Maybe I have like I really don't see the point of having some blocks. I guess like I played maybe some smaller sizes, but just want to play like overbet or check when we're so deep, and versus in position. Like they're supposed to be betting anything. They're so deep. They're supposed to be really betting like a lot of hands in the flop that are very strong, and when they check back, it really caps them. So, especially like in theory, and then also in practice even more. So, playing over better check, just attacking like a range of marginal hands. The hijack calls, and the big blind folds, and then the river is the ace of spades. And this is a card that I really am not too happy about.
Well, okay, but like,
So
yeah,
my thoughts on the river here are that like a lot of his like ace X that improves here is like ace ace 10 and ace jack. Maybe he's probably mixing in some checkbacks with those hands, but I think he does start to bet the flop with those types of hands as well.
so you think on the flop he's more driven to showdown rather than like a draw?
Yeah, like I think he might just take a hand like ace 10 and begin betting the flop. But also, it's like, so he just has like reduced combos of these like single like top pair hands that improve on the river, right? So
Yeah,
the other like main combo that I think he has here is like ace queen that I'm blocking, but I think that ace queen really is like a big portion of his range. Ace queen and then like jacks and tens, right? Like marginal strength hands that check back flop that are just like not thrilled to call turn, but then improve on the river, right? Ace queen does at least. So I don't know. This is a really long-winded hand, but I'm basically just targeting I think my hand's strong enough to bet. I think that he has like enough bluff catchers to call with here. Like he has like some king 10, he has some king jack, some queen jack. So I just go for 3/4 pot. I bet like 225 into what was it, 60.
well, it looks like it was 60 on the flop, and then you bet 80 in a call, so it looks like about 220. Well,
Yeah,
225
okay,
with the blinds. You basically bet pot.
I bet pot, and
Yeah.
then he calls pretty quickly with ace queen. So
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. You could probably just cut out all the rambling about what his range looks like on the river, because like
well, no, dude. I mean, like,
there's plenty of hands he has that call river. Like
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think like he only has like ace queen.
yeah,
I think it's a pretty reasonable value bet.
I don't think he has ace queen either. Like I don't think he only has ace queen.
No, I would say that's a big assumption to make.
Yeah, I agree.
Connor, you look like you want to say something.
No, I
I think Connor thinks you played the hand like a fish, dude. Is what I think.
No, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Jen texted me about one of the kids waking up, so I missed like the entire middle portion of the hand. So I was just trying to stay quiet to not out myself as having totally lost the action after the flop.
Well, that's
But that's
fantastic.
what.
It's all good. I got another hand for you.
All right, perfect. This one I won't look at my phone for.
All right. This one's a little more interesting. I played it today. It was 1-3-6. There's a +1 limp.
What's the effective stack?
1K effective. So 1-3-6, 1K effective. +1 limps. The low jack ISOs to 30. Cut off, calls the ISO, and then I'm on the button with queens, queen of clubs, queen of spades, and I three bet.
What were the suits again?
It was just black queens.
And you make it what?
120.
It seems
Ow.
good.
So what is
I
it,
like it so far.
It was limp ISO cold call.
Limp ISO cold call.
Yeah.
I 3-bet the button with queens, and then the straddle puts in the cold 4-bet to 280.
Interesting.
And yeah, and this guy is a regular. He's just like this, like daytime grinder. He grinds,
Oh, okay.
every day. He grinds from like 12
Okay.
to 8 or something, or like 11 to 8.
So-
Would you say he's competent, or is he very like risk averse? Do you think?
No, he's a pretty competent player. He's been playing for a long time, presumably. But do I think he's like do I think he's out of line here? No. Do I think like he really gets to be that out of line here even in theory? No. Right? Like it should be very tight range.
Connor, what were you saying? I cut you off.
I was gonna say on a scale of 1 to 10, how crusty is he? But I feel like you kind of answered that by saying he's semi-competent.
Doesn't sound like he's that crusty. If
No, he
he's
doesn't
playing a
sound
long
very
time.
crusty. When I heard like daytime grinder, I'm thinking like the crustiest of the knit regs. But
All right.
Well, it,
so
sound,
this
it
guy,
sounded
he's
like he
actually
could have
crusty.
been crusty.
Like the crust, I know the crusty regs you're talking about, like the ones that chasers that are like grinding like the high hand promos,
Yeah, shit like that.
promo grinders.
Don't even get me started on those fucking people, dude.
Talking about bad beat jackpots and limping jacks.
Yeah,
Who was
Well,
who
this guy
was
is
with
not
me
like
when
that.
when I yelled at that guy when he asked me if I cared about the high hand?
I wasn't, but I love the story.
Anyways, it's whatever. I shouldn't probably advertise that. It's not a very nice thing, but anyways.
It's funny though.
all right. So this guy is not too crusty. He puts in the cold 4-bet.
Even if he's not
2-8.
crusty, though, it is like underbluffed, like you said, right? Like even in theory,
Yeah,
even
but
in
it's
theory.
there's like probably not many bluffs that he should have, if any.
Like,
Here.
is he finding a bluff here with ace five suited?
Maybe
I think he's like supposed to, right?
Probably.
maybe like ace queen suited, and then like probably like ace 5, ace queen, and then those are your bluffs. And like you don't need to bluff anything else.
Yeah, and then it's ace king kings.
Should we
Yeah.
should we humor this? I have the pre-flop solution right here.
Well, you
Yeah,
can't.
why
Well,
don't
it's like there's a limp and an ISO. That's what makes it even tighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like almost you like almost could like compare it to like a 5-bet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Limp,
my
I
that's
think,
like
hand
the-
feels indifferent.
that's gonna be a very strong range. So let's just call the limp basically a min raise here for like the sake of like trying to make the hands similar. All right, and
Yeah.
then we have an ISO, which we'll just call like kind of like a 6 big blind 3-bet. And then we can't even have like the cutoff cold call here. Yeah, you know what? This hand just is not a thing in theory.
This is
Yeah. It's not going to answer any questions.
It's so far. Like
95% of all live hands. It's nowhere near theory.
He doesn't need to really bluff much, if at all.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Well, anyways. So
I'm already not feeling great about this. I decide to. I haven't played with this guy in a long time because he used to grind. He used to grind nighttime, like weekends, but doesn't do that anymore. So I haven't played with him since he stopped doing that. It's been like about a year. I decided to continue as a call, just because folding felt very nitty. But
I'm assuming everybody else folded, right? Like.
Yeah, it folds back to me.
Listen, Connor, that's not always a given. All right, it's not always a given.
Well, considering he skipped to, I'm gonna continue with a call. I feel like we would have heard if there was another player in the mix.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, so
I
you
just
call.
don't. I don't think. Like a big part of this is like I don't know if he's respecting the limp as much as I am. So it's like, to me, it plays more. It plays closer to like a very tight 4-bet or like a 5-bet.
Yeah, that's a
rather
good point.
than
That's a good point. If he doesn't
4-bet.
recognize the limp as like relevant, you could just be like unintentionally getting out of line, or at least basically just like
Regardless, though, I don't know if he like has many. It's kind of tough. Like I don't know if he has. I don't know if it matters because I think it's a very tight range. Anyway,
yeah,
I continue as a call. I can get behind folding. I continue as a call though, and then the flop is King 9-8, and he continues for $125, and I take one off here. Another spot where it's like my hand is indifferent.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on.
So
King 9-8.
call.
Is it rainbow two-tone?
Rainbow 9-8 rainbow. He bets 125 into what is it? It's 2-8 or
it's almost 600.
560 plus. Yeah, 620.
And you call. And you call in the dark.
630. He bets 125 into 630. I call like I don't even think about it. I snap call him Rick Solomon.
You call in the dark.
Yes. And the turn is an 8, and it goes check.
Is this a rainbow turn as well?
Yes.
Okay. And a check.
And it goes check.
All right.
River 8.
All right.
And he jams. And I fold.
Yeah, I don't think you can do much there.
Yeah.
I fold. I'm blocking bluffs. I am not blocking value really. Like I have like no removal to any value hands here, and then like it's kind of hard to block value.
Well, wait. As we saw though, like I mean, he's not really supposed to have ace queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just assigning him like it's like the ranges are sort of like you have to make assumptions about them.
Sure. Yeah. No, that's totally fair. I guess I was just.
I would say like based off of that range you showed us, Potts, the bluffs being ace 5, ace 9, ace 10. I assume most live regs aren't finding bluffs with ace 9 and ace 10. So that really leaves...
those ranges are also like, mind you, like those are somewhat like there's no actual way to look at this spot because it's like there's a limp, there's an ISO to 5 big blinds, there's a cold call, and then there's a 3-bet to 20 big blinds, and it's like, it's just great. It's like a bonkers spot. Maybe when Ruse releases like the pre-flop solver, like you could solve it, but it's like unlikely that we could figure it out right here and right now. Anyway,
I think
the range
assuming
the range that I think it looks like is like, maybe like some ace queen, ace king, kings, aces, queens, some queens, um, some jacks and tens, stuff like that. So,
yeah, I don't
the
see
most
any
common
bluffs.
line that you run into bluffs, you'll run into bluffs in 4-bet pots or in any configuration is like the triple barrel. So you're going to run into like
Yeah.
if your opponent is the RFI or like the preflop aggressor, the easiest way for him to bluff, the most frequent line he will take with bluffs is just to triple barrel off.
Yeah, I think that's totally reasonable. I'm not like
it's much harder for your opponents to like find bet check jam lines with bluffs. Like in my head, this is like just him being like, oh, my hand I'm my hand is just like he has kings here, he has ace king, he has aces. None of his hands need much protection at all.
I mean, the only thing I would say about like the common bluff line here is you guys don't really have a stack to pot ratio for him to go bet bet bet. Like if
Well, that's not true. You could just go quarter pot, quarter pot, quarter pot.
But that's probably if you're bluffing, you probably want to leave yourself a larger, like a quarter. If you're calling quarter pot twice, like, are you finding a fold very often to a quarter pot on the river?
well, he doesn't need to find that many bluffs.
Yeah, you don't need.
So like he doesn't need to have a ton of fold equity because the spot just has.
His range is so strong. His range is so strong that you just need.
Like there's very few hands that are like bluffing and then also miss that board. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So he just doesn't. So he probably just it's probably just not necessary.
I have a really interesting hand actually.
Well, that's great
like,
because I don't have that many.
I have a really interesting hand. This hand that I just told you, not that interesting to me. It's like I'm fine just folding river, like almost to everybody, just like pure folding queen. It's fine. This hand, okay, Pots, get ready. This one is the sick one. Let me read it to you. I'm not going to tell you what I did on the river here.
Okay. Why? You want my feedback? You want my like opinion or what?
I want the feedback from anyone who watches this podcast, which is like, the last podcast, I think it had 10 views. So
12.
Maybe this one will get 12.
Yeah, if you look up Buzzsprout, we got tons of downloads. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Yeah, we have like 7. Anyways,
okay, let me pull it up. Okay, so the hand starts off. This is on Global Poker 200NL. Low Jack limp, or not? I'm sorry, not Low Jack limp. I'm still in like fucking live land. Low Jack 2.5. Heroes on the button with Ace 4 of clubs.
You're cutting out, Rob.
Yeah, leave and come back, Rob. Rob.
You getting this?
No,
you're cutting out real bad.
I'm closer to my router.
This is why he can't be mobile, dude.
You were just having the same problems earlier, dude.
We need to get it. Yeah, but mine's your fault, not my fault.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because Rob said I was synced up on his and you were synced up on mine, so that feels like a you problem.
I'm running a lot more shit here, dude.
It's a Pots problem.
Fuck you, dude.
No, that one was a you problem, Rob, because you seemingly don't have chairs in your house.
No, I was in my office, and the router is out in the kitchen.
All right, anyways. So you're on the button with what? Ace, queen of clubs? Is that what you said?
No. Low Jack, okay, 200NL, Global Poker.
I already got that. I got everything till up to the button.
Low Jack opens 2.5.
Already got that.
You're on the button. Calls with Ace 4 of clubs.
Ace 4 of clubs, gotcha.
Zero calls, Ace 4 clubs. Okay.
Blinds fold. Flop is Jack 10-7, 2 clubs. So it's the Jack and the 10 of clubs.
Okay.
Low Jack bets 2 big blinds into 6 big blinds. So he bets a third pot. This is already like not feeling great about this. Like obviously with my hand, I'm like whatever, but it's just like this is a range check typically for the low jack. This board.
I was gonna say that's a horrible board for him.
Yeah, it's a very good board for me. It's a horrible board. It's not really a great board for the low jack.
Do you have suits of the cards, like on the flop?
Jack of clubs, 10 of clubs, 7 of spades.
Okay.
All right. So
and what you just peel? I'm guessing.
Low jack bets 1/3. I think that if the low jack is having bets on this board, I do not want to raise them because his betting range is probably like really strong. Just solely based on the fact that he's not supposed to have bets.
Right.
So it's probably stronger than you'd anticipate. Anyway, I'm not playing any raises here. I'm just calling.
Like you would say that he's like having a bet on here when he's not supposed to, and it's just like overly strong, right? You're not really going under the impression that he's just like stabbing at this board too much.
No. He's betting like high equity hands on this board.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's a good assumption to make. What's the turn?
Turn 9 of clubs, so brings in the flush immediately. Pot is like 10.5 big blinds. He bets 7 big blinds.
That's 7 big blinds. Okay.
You're 100 bigs effective.
Yes.
To start. Okay.
Hero calls.
Mm-hmm.
So we're headed to the river. Pot is 24.5 big blinds.
Yep.
River 9 of spades. Pairs the board. Running 9 pairs the board. Not feeling great. Not even feeling that like okay, I'm calling turn. River, as soon as the board pairs, I'm like, what the fuck? Like my hand is trash.
Yeah.
Low jack bets 36 big blinds.
Over bets. Pot and a half.
Yes. What are you doing?
It feels so shitty, but like I'm calling. That's probably why I suck at poker, maybe. But I'm just not folding the nut flush.
No, I don't think that's. I don't think that's an unreasonable call at all.
Like I'm just not. I'm not folding the nut flush.
Rob, I already heard this hand, so I'm not going to give my opinion like I haven't heard it. I don't think I'm finding a fold here ever.
No, I'm not. Did you fold?
He's not going to tell.
I'm not going to tell. No. I want to hear what people have to say.
I'm calling 100% of the time.
Yeah, I don't think I'm finding a fold either.
I'm calling 100% of the time.
Like. What is it like 2x pot?
1.5.
No, it's 150%.
150%. I mean, it really sucks because it's like.
What do you like? Your hand is a pure bluff catcher.
Yeah.
What do you beat?
Like.
Kings with a club.
Yeah, like nine 8 of spades. I don't know. Like,
there's just no There's no way. There's no 9 8 of spades.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
You'd have to be You'd have to be 1-6 sick fuck to just go to barrel off, and then by the river be like, huh. So I flopped a straight and then improved to a pair plus a straight draw. River trips, and a straight. But I think I need to bluff this hand.
Oh no, I would. That would be under the impression that he's just like a spot and he's trying to get value.
No, this is a reg.
Bluffing with 10 jack.
This is a reg. The regs are not like insane on global. I mean, the sport is just a range check. If you looked at any single raise pot, stuff from out of position, EP versus LP, single raise pots. You just know this is range check. Can't be. Basically you're range checking tons and tons of boards.
I mean, I think if you told me you folded this hand, I would be like, you're sick. But like, I don't know. I'm not like gonna.
I'm not folding.
No, I don't think I can fold.
So you folded, right?
So like, I mean, cause like, look, I mean, what if he just has like. What if he just has like. I guess King Queen of Clubs is a straight flush now, right?
Yeah, King Queen of Clubs
is straight flush.
That was my first thought, was he could just have King Queen of Clubs, but it's like he can't have King 10 or King Jack of Clubs or King 9 of Clubs.
I mean, yeah, he can't.
So he has no.
It would have to be
King
King 8 of
flushes.
Clubs or King 7. It would have to be King 8 or King 7 of Clubs.
And like, does he really have it that often? Like, is he opening
like,
that?
I'm
like,
actually
King
kind
8, King
of,
7.
honestly, like, no, I don't know. I don't
You're
know. Like,
still in there.
hindsight's
You can
2020, but like,
I
like-
called.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
Look,
did.
well, I know,
Yeah,
I know
I
he called. I don't think I'm
it was
ever finding
it was
this
an
fold.
agonizing call. It was an agonizing call.
What do you have? Tens full?
No, he had straight flush.
Is King Queen of Clubs?
He had 8, 7 of Clubs, which is also like, I'm fairly certain this is like a very low frequency open from the low jack.
I feel like you just kind of have.
That's the thing. It's like you would need to just bluff like Ace King with the King of Clubs. You'd need to bluff Ace Queen with the Queen of Clubs, something like that. There would be no like. He would have no like. I don't think he would have any hands that have removal to boats that just triple off like this. Besides 7-6, 7-6 would be
7-6.
It's
And you
hard.
just rip it.
It's a hard board to have bluffs on, though, especially if
Yeah.
you're not like a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like fucked up already because the ranges are fucked up. Like you can't even really like look up this spot because
Because
the flop is just getting range checked.
low jack is just like not supposed to ever bet here. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like if you were to assign him bluffs, right? You need to still, right? You need to be so sick and find the 7-6 of diamonds or whatever bluff, and then he would need to find maybe like Ace King with the King Clubs, Ace Queen with the Queen of Clubs. Not as hard to find, but still, crazy, kind of crazy. So
Yeah, it's a crazy spot.
that was the interesting hand I played this week. Like the most interesting hand, I think. I didn't put in a lot of volume this week. I maybe played for like 12 hours total.
That's not bad though.
No, I was
Net result,
family
like
vacation.
3,300.